basically, we'll go through the theory part of it, and then we'll do the actual cool stuff. Right, so, rules of engagement. Can anyone tell me what rules of engagement are? It's fucking in the name.
Me?
Go on.
You don't shoot anyone unless they attack you. Very good.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you could have just rephrased it to say it's the rules of engagement.
Yes.
So yeah, it's pretty much it will be said in the deployment orders what your ROE are. You have different cards and all that shit, but pretty much most of the time is you must not engage unless engaged upon. But within an ROE, although it may change your ROE, so you may not you may not engage unless engaged upon. That doesn't matter if you see an enemy or something. If you see an enemy, you don't engage them. However, you always have a right to protect yourself and to protect anyone else. So if you see someone suddenly raise a weapon, even though you haven't been engaged upon, you can return fire. And then obviously there's also stuff about civilians approaching. So if we don't know the civilians just charging our squad, what we do is one person's gonna go up to them. In real life, you put your hand up and you'll say British Army stop, but obviously you can't do that in armor. But you'll say British Army stop. They don't stop. They keep coming. You're gonna raise your weapon and say British Army stop, and if they don't stop, then you're allowed to engage them. So that's situational awareness. So that's pretty much just being aware of your surroundings. You have a scope. Don't use it too much. Number one problem is you're in a firefight, you're engaging, you're just looking through your scope, you're not checking to see if you're being flanked around the left or right. Make sure that you don't, what I usually do is even in, when I go on exercise, it's look at your, aim your first shot, and then kind of move your head, take another shot, and then you can see, you're not looking down the sight for your second shot. So, you're just more looking about, just don't develop tunnel vision, just looking at one spot, make sure that you check your surroundings. If you stop, or if you hear an explosion from the right, make sure that that everyone isn't just looking at that explosion, everyone's looking at an all-round defense and all that type of shit. You all got that?
Yes.
So, now the next thing is fucking formations. Wait for
You do formations of 3 people.
Go on then, let's do an all-round defense.
Okay guys, come over to me quickly. Okay, we're going to demonstrate an all-round defense first. I'm not going to go in the order because I can do what I want. Pretty much, what do you think an all-round defense entails?
So? A circle?
Yes, it's pretty much a circle, so no enemies have the opportunity to sneak up on you, okay? The way that we do this is pretty much we have one person facing every direction that an enemy could come from, possibly. So we can do it with quite a couple people. Obviously we have a full section, so it's a lot more effective, but because we only have 5, we can't do it as well. So Daniel, I want you to stand here, where I just pointed. Face that way. That way. Okay, now Lee, move there. And face that way. That way. That way. There we go. Look, perfect. These 2 have already gotten into it. I wonder why. Possibly because they're already trained. Obviously, we'll have a bit more spacing, but because it's only a demonstration, we don't need more spacing. Are we all happy with how to do an all-round defense?
Yes, Sergeant?
Yes.
Okay,
Sergeant.
lovely. Right, now we're going to do a file. Can anybody guess what a file could be?
It's a line.
Yes, good. It's just a line behind me. So just form a line behind me.
Get them used to it on my axes.
Oh, I hate I hate saying form a file on my axis.
If someone said, right, just a bit of a note, if someone says on my axis, that means the direction I'm facing. So if someone says form a file on my axis, the section commander may say that, but even if he's third person, the first 2 people will go in front of him, okay? Doesn't mean behind him, it just means the direction I'm facing. Also, he can say left and right of my axis, which is when it gets confusing.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, now we're going to take it to a staggered file. Can anybody guess what a staggered file could look like?
A zigzag?
Yeah, it's pretty much a zigzag. We usually use this on roads, so I would go to the left. Obviously, would have.
That's the right, but okay.
Oh yeah, it is. You would go here. Just pointing, so just look. There we go. Then you would go here. Obviously, you can see we're in this zigzag path. Does everybody see the zigzag path?
Just keep in mind this will be on a road, so
Yeah,
it's a lot easier when you do it.
It's a lot more neater, but obviously it's a bit messy. Okay, now we're gonna do a wedge. Can anybody guess what a wedge
That's
is?
not a thing.
It's a wedge.
It's
in
an
the handbook.
arrowhead. That's
A
American.
wedge. Okay,
Hang on,
guys.
hang
There's
on.
an arrow wedge.
Where does it say? Where does it say wedge? Where the fuck did you
Wedge.
get that from? Where did you get that from? It doesn't
Ben
say it in the
told me.
handbook.
Ben
It
told
does. It's American. It doesn't say it on there.
me. Okay, just make a wedge. I don't care. An
We
arrowhead.
refuse to do
It's an
a bed.
arrowhead.
Form an arrowhead on my axis.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna say wedge now when we're in ops, just to
Say a wedge.
just a tree.
If you say a wedge, I'm just quitting. Just straight up. Don't care what I'm doing.
Disconnect.
I'm section commander. I'm just going.
Just like, yeah, sorry. You just go up to Glenlight. Yeah, he said wedge in a bit. Right, form a...
Baseline.
Yes, form a baseline. Can everybody guess what a baseline could be? Oh, good job, Zavto and Plum. So pretty much it's a line facing a certain direction. Usually it's where the enemy is. Okay? Are we all happy with how to do a baseline?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. I'm trying to think of any other formations that we actually do.
Echelon left and right.
No,
Or a
we
V.
never use echelons ever.
I mean, it's platoon. That's platoon level shit. But do you want to get really heated? Do you want to get really autistic?
So if I swear down, if you do something that I think you're gonna do.
Nah, let's do what's it called?
We're
Teach them how
gonna
to get
throw
into a
a frag.
baseline from. Teach them how to get into a baseline from file, from a file, an arrowhead, and a staggered file.
I mean,
Those are
you're
two.
doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. I've got enough PTSD from doing that as a phase instructor.
Right, okay, lads. So if everyone just forms a file on my axes, go behind me. Fuck, we haven't got numbers. Right. So basically, we're patrolling along. We get contacted from the right. So how do you think we form a fucking baseline from this? Oi, you look to the right. You're in a baseline. Right. Now, if everyone looks forward again.
I can't cope.
Right, okay, so basically, if we get into a firefight now, from the front or back, we're a bit fucked. But,
Yes.
yeah. So, because if we get contacted from the front, can anyone tell me why we are massively fucked?
Because we're shooting each other.
No, because I'm the only one
There's only
shooting,
one
so
gun
I have-
facing forward.
Yeah, there you go. So I have to provide maximum fucking suppression, even if that means full auto. I mean, that's not advised. If you go full auto, your guys won't be able to... You have to remember, you're the only guy firing, so you have to kind of balance suppression with being able to keep up fire. Because if they're still moving and your magazine's out, fucking well played, lads. Right, so basically, to get into a baseline, what would happen is the section commander will say Charlie left, Delta right, or baseline front, Charlie blah, 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 and they'll say that. And at which point, you will get into a baseline. So let's just say me, Daniel and Lee, you're Charlie, Zulta and Peter, you're Delta. This is how it would usually be in a section. So we get contacted from the front. I'm going to fucking nail some rounds into that position. I'll say baseline front, Charlie left, Delta right. And then you guys just fucking sprint as fast as you can into your baseline. Daniel, you're Charlie, so you're going to be on the left of me. There you go. Simple. Right, everyone stands up. Face to the left. Right, Lee, you're point man. Congratulations. Right, Daniel, move to the other. Move about 10 meters that way. Actually, no, about 5 meters that way. Also, same to you. Right, now we're in a staggered file. Right, so I'll just speak on this. So, getting into a baseline front is exactly the same. The difference is getting into a baseline right or left is a bit different. So we get contacted from the right here. Everyone's obviously going to turn to the right. Bang. Now only the right file is going to fire because otherwise we're going to be firing over their heads. Nice. Now what the section commander will say is baseline right. At which point the fucking people on the left are going to run to the other side and just slot in there. Very satisfying. And now we're in a baseline. Right, so that's pretty much the easy shit.
Right, now if you form an arrowhead on my axis, I'll take point.
It's a wedge. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too far, too far.
You're a fucking safe direction in my books now.
Right, so getting into a baseline front is fucking pretty easy. You just run forward. Now getting into a baseline left and right, you cannot get into a baseline left and right pretty much in one move. So what would happen is if we get contacted from the right, because that's where the training guys are, everyone's going to turn to the right. You're going to stay in the same position, maybe shift a bit left and right, but you're pretty much going to be in a diagonal line. So, do you see how we're in a diagonal line now? Right, what's going to happen now is that, actually, if you guys just stay around there. Now, how it's going to work is for you guys to get in, well, basically this is when an echelon comes in useful. We're going to get into an echelon, which is a diagonal line. At which point, so what's going to happen is the left side is going to pivot around me in a pivoting motion. That means in a circular motion, and get into an echelon. So if you do that now. Right, cool. Now, you're in an echelon. This is useful because you can all fire, but it's not as useful because you're all autistic. So now, what would happen is the section commander would kind of fire and manoeuvre the teams into a baseline. So obviously, if me, Zolta and Peter are Charlie, Daniel and Lee are Delta, you would do Charlie, give cover and fire, Delta get into a baseline, move, at which point you guys are going to stand up and get in line with Peter, so do that now.
Bang, bang.
No, not you, Zolto, you're Charlie.
You're
Right, you're providing coverage.
I was just lining up.
Not that side, because you've just had... you guys just literally run straight forward.
To over there. Making sure that
You don't get in the fucking way of me, because I need to provide fire. So you guys shift over left. You guys are right in the way of me at the minute. And now, carry on. So do you see, from an echelon, you literally run forward. Just run forward. Don't try and get into a baseline. Just run forward and get in line. And then you would do Delta, provide cover and fire, Charlie get into a baseline, move, at which point Charlie will slot in and we'll be in a baseline. Does everyone understand that?
Yep.
Wonderful. Right, now we can do some advanced shit. When Cole fucking gets
on.
He's joining.
He
Yeah.
better be. Right,
He's right there.
I want to cover peeling. I really want to cover peeling
I
quickly.
mean, we can do it. There's 4 of us.
Yeah, that's true.
We're good.
Right, okay, so if everyone forms a baseline on my axis.
Who's Charlie?
fuck you
Who's
over
Delta?
there.
Right, okay, Zolto, Peter, you're Charlie, including me. Lee and Daniel, you're Delta, so Delta on the right, Charlie on the left.
Look at Cole. Look at Cole. Look at Cole. What's he doing?
Right, so I think it happens when you're tabbed out of the game. Right, so please tell me that you
You train guys at.
actually know peeling.
There we
Yep.
go. Okay, guys, taking over peeling quickly. So pretty much what happens? So me and
What?
Zalta will be Charlie, and Lee and Daniel, you two will be Delta. Okay.
Yes.
So pretty much peeling is where the 2 fire teams will move. So like Charlie will move first, and then Delta will provide cover and fire. This way, there's always some bullets going down range, if you get what I mean.
Well, this is basically just buddy bounding.
Yeah, pretty much. Cole,
Yeah.
just grab a rifleman, please. So we're gonna practice this right now. It's pretty simple. You just move. I would say I'm pretty sure the way that I learned it was 1, 2, 3 down. So you
Yeah.
just say that to yourself in your head, and when that's finished, you stop and start laying down fire. And then the section commander will hopefully see that and go, okay, I'll move my other fire team. So let's practice a bit now, okay?
Are we using
I
blank
hear
rounds?
Plum.
What?
Give me a sec. This guy.
I thought peeling was just sort of
Yeah, BFA.
going back.
Am I on about? Alright, I'm being a retard. I was on about
Tap your
bounding.
shoulder.
I'm such an
Boom.
idiot.
Oh, you mean bounding?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, peeling. Right, peeling is pretty much where. Let's say we get contacted. We're in a baseline. Okay, we're facing this direction. Okay, and we start taking fire. All right, and there's some cover on the right-hand side over there. Okay, and we want to move there while still keeping fire down range. Okay. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to peel. Okay, from left to right.
Yeah.
So the way we're gonna do this is everybody so pretty much the person on my left will go behind me, run past all of us, all the way down to the end. And then I'll show. So is that swap with me?
Oh.
Chris?
So it's like peeling
I
a
can do
banana.
that.
Swap with me. So let's say we're getting contacted, okay?
Dagger.
Yeah, taking fire, and then I'm like, okay guys, peel right. So first person on the left will get up. Of course, everybody will be firing. We'll run past everybody else, move a good space in, and then stop and say like something on the radio like set or okay, and then the next person will obviously continue on. Okay, that's
Wow.
pretty much a peel. Are we happy with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Why isn't that blank?
Oh, you're a 2 I see, aren't you?
Yeah, you had a lot of.
I am.
Right, let's run through Porso then. Don't get the
You
handbook
want me
up.
to?
Don't get the handbook up. Cole, you should
You
remember
want me
Porso.
to go through the Pulversol?
You're,
Yeah.
You're 2 I see. Let's
Cole,
go.
you should remember Porso.
Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
no Pulversol. Right. So basically, there's. I don't know how it's actually spelled, but you just gotta
Right.
go through all
Wow.
the shit.
So basically,
It's alright. I got it.
Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the
So
fuck
the
up.
P
Right, if everyone...
Protection. The A is ammunition.
Yeah, but what's the P? What? Explain it. We're explaining
Okay.
it to the
Okay,
recruits.
so you gotta make sure
Wait,
that you're in an all-round defense. You gotta make sure that, you know, everyone's looking where they're meant to be looking in their own arcs. You gotta just make sure that in general everyone's making sure that the rest of the group is protected. That's what the P stands for. A is ammunition. So we're gonna make sure that everyone has the right ammo and the correct amount, so everyone can be effective for battle. So if they have tracers, well, if they need tracers, then they have them, etc. And if they don't need tracers, or they need blank mags, etc. In this case, everyone has a blank mag. Okay? And now, the next one is... Oh boy.
Weapons.
Right, okay, so yeah,
Weapons.
so basically, I'll run through it again. So protection's just make sure you're in an all-round defense, you're in an FOB, all that type of shit. Ammunition is, do you have the right mags? Do you have enough mags? Weapons, do you have the right weapon for the mission? Are you meant to have a UGL? Are you meant to do whatever the fuck you want? Equipment, have you got the right equipment? Have you got your armor? All that type of shit. Have you got, if it's a nighttime shit, actually we're now a specialist. R is radios, which is... Wait, hang on.
You're 100% reading this off the handbook.
No, I was reading that, and I've just realised they're
I'm
missing
trying to do
P-A-W...
it on my head. No, I want you to do it off the top of your head.
Right, okay, so
Go on.
P is protection, I've already gone through that. A is ammunition, which is... I've already gone through. W is weapons, which is that. P is personal camouflage, which is for stuff like cam cream, making sure that in real life you've shoved some bushes in your jacket, all that type of shit. P-A-W-P. E is equipment, which is basic stuff, so make sure you have enough for your rations, all that type of shit. R is radios, which is making sure that you have the right radios and you've done a radio check and you know your call signs. S is specialist equipment, which is making sure that you have night vision, all that type of shit. And O is orders, so you're going to get your brief. And that is not in that...
Pardon?
They, fucking dickhead has spelled Porpoiso wrong in his own handbook. P-A-W-E-R-S-O. No, P-A-W-E-R-O.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
he's
write
kind of
that?
missed a few.
No, I didn't write that. Fucking Brandon wrote that.
I can't even
Blame.
find Pulpsaw on the handbook.
It's
Oh,
not the prepare for
yikes.
battle area.
Yeah, it's
If you
prepared
can't
for-
read, it's
So,
fine.
yeah,
Okay.
you won't really need to remember that. That's more your 2IC who will need to remember that. Right, collect-
Yes. I need
RTRs.
to remember that.
yeah, we're going to go through that in a bit. So now we have something. So now we're going to go through. So now that's basically preparation. So this on. No, I'm going to explain it and then we'll go through it. So that's the P of pre-war or pre-SAR, whichever one you're going to go for. I didn't really explain this, but reference back. Pre-war is prepare for battle, react to effective enemy fire, establish enemy location, win the firefight / suppress the firefight. If anyone says win the firefight, that does not mean kill the enemy.
What does it mean then, Corporal Plum?
Suppress the enemy.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Have control of the firefight.
Yeah, pretty much. So A is attack, and R is reorg. pre-war / pre-SAR. I'm going to say pre-war because pre-SAR is a really weird way to get it out. So Paul, that's your P, preparation. R is RTR, react to effective enemy fire. So, Lance Corporal Cole, I give you permission to discharge your weapon in the base with that not that one.
No.
Right, so if you face over to... Right, so we're patrolling along. Do it as I say it, okay? I'll explain it. Right, so we're patrolling along. Cole, stand up. Right, so just weapon lowered. Right, so this is Cole. He's just patrolling along as normal. Face that way. Right, so we've seen an enemy to our front. So,
Whoa.
Cole, what are you going to say?
Enemy direction center of axis.
Right,
200
that
meters.
is a fucking headbutt.
Shut
I
up.
did it on purpose.
Contact front. Right. So he's going to say contact front over the net, so everyone knows that there's an enemy over there. At which point he's going to go follow the acronym RTR. So Cole. So the first one is react to effective enemy fire. So Cole, can you do that, please? Don't get down first. You just fucking shoot. Right. So he's just going to literally blat 2 rounds in that general direction. That's your initial suppression. Then so that's RT. Take cover. He's going to get down. If he has some stones by him, he may shuffle about 1 meter or 2 meters, but he doesn't really have much. So he's just going to get down really in this situation. Then the next thing is return effective enemy fire. So at this point, his section commander is going to give a grit. So if we say that fucking ambulance, or there's a follows group range indication target. So group. So let's say Cole is 1 section. So 1 section. Rapid fire, which means he's going to put down rapid fire, which is not that. Rapid fire is 1 every 2 seconds. Yeah, so rapid fire is 1 every 2. Right, ceasefire. So rapid fire is 1 every 2. Deliberate fire is 1 every 6, and then there's ripple fire, which is easier to explain when we actually get out to do it. That's the R of pre-war. E is establish enemy location, so that will be done. Your section commander could ask, does anyone see the enemy? If you see enemy, you're going to give him the 3 Ds. Distance, direction, description. So you're literally going to say, okay, so he's about 200 meters, bearing, or if he's close, if he's less than 100, just use front, left, right, back, rear. If he's over 100, use a bearing, please, and a description. So if you say by the tree in a fucking forest, you're that's it.
Yourself.
Yeah,
Well, you would
just
like 3Ds, wouldn't you?
Cole, you would like a promotion, wouldn't you? So you give the section commander the 3D distance, direction, description. Easy. The next thing is win the firefight. So that's going to be down to your section commander giving the right grit and all that type of shit. Then attack, which we'll go through a section attack in a bit, and reorg. At which point you're going to all come in, and you maybe ask for a Kazam state, which is casualty and ammunition state. So just basically, how many mags do you have? Are you okay? That is that. That's prepared for that. That's pretty much it. Now we can actually go and do it.
Plum.
Yeah.
Harry's coming on.
Huh?
Harry's coming on now.
Who?
Recruit Harry, the new guy.
Harry hasn't been phase 1.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna like have a look.
Okay, so there's no point waiting for him.
Just make sure it's working. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just waddle over.
Always pictures a penguin.
When you gonna be back? Right. So does anyone have any questions on that? Oh. Right, Peter's gonna be 2 minutes. Right, so let's do some quick fire questions. Right. How fast is deliberate fire? Cole.
3 rounds. Every 5 seconds.
3 rap.
Oh, it's
God damn it!
Go on then, Daniel.
it's 2 rounds every 2 seconds.
1
No.
every 6.
1 every 6.
1 every
Deliberate
6,
fire is
alright.
1 every 6. That's a slow amount of fire.
Rapid fire is 1 every 2, right?
Rapid fire is 1 every 2. Ripple fire I'll show you in a bit.
Yeah.
Right, what's the what else can I test you on? If I say
What's 3 every 5?
Huh?
Isn't that with an LMG?
yeah, that's burst. What is if I say protection in Porpoise, what does that cover?
protection means that everyone in the section is properly protected. So obviously making sure that you've got people watching all around 360 degrees.
Yes. Nice.
Good.
What does personal camouflage mean? You can't really do it in game, but what does it mean, Daniel?
When you shove bushes in your suit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's making sure that you're cammed up properly. You have your cam cream's not fucking worn out. You've got the right bush in you. Because depending on the terrain you go to,
It's so hard not to laugh at the voice activation on TeamSpeak. It's like impossible.
right. Yeah, so making sure you have the right bush in you, because the bushes change depending on what fucking terrain
Make
you're
sure
in.
you trim
You got
the
a
bush.
trim, man.
Yeah, you do.
What am I hearing?
It's just
Weird
that.
going with personal camouflage.
Go away.
What said today that he,
So yeah,
that
making
he
sure
wants
you have
to
the
get
right bush in you,
proper
make sure that you have the right leaves in you, make sure if you want a twig in you, you can put a twig in you.
Jesus.
Hey, you do it on purpose now.
Yeah, I know. Right, so yeah, that's personal camouflage. Right, Peter's back, so now we can actually go and do something. So if everyone follows
Peter.
me...
We've got a problem. Pretty much the flank works like this. Obviously, whichever fire team has been designated as fire support will begin laying down a fire. So usually that will be Delta Fire Team. Delta Fire Team is usually the fire support fire team. So they'll start laying down fire on onto the enemy position or enemy area. That's where Charlie or whatever fire team the section commander has chosen will pretty much not peel, but will move in the direction. So let's say we was on a baseline across here again, and Charlie was over there by Plum, and Plum decided, okay, I'm going to do a right flank onto that hut that we just went to. They would pretty much go rightwards in a arch. They can cover to the best that they can to try to conceal them, or just give them some cover from the enemy fire just in case they get shot at, around to where they are on the side of the enemy from this point here. Be like by that barrier over there. Does everybody see the barrier? They'll pretty much be over there, and then from there they'll go onto the enemy position, taking out any enemies that are still standing. Because the fire support will most likely be cutting a couple of them down, pretty much. So the way just flanking is, you need to be quick. So obviously them it was quite slow. Just gotta be quick, snappy, making sure that you don't stop the fire support too early. Because I think the flanking force was like by that broken building over there, and the fire support stopped. In that case, I would hope that all the enemies would be down. But if there was any left, and they started firing again, could take a casualty, or even the flanking section fire team could take a casualty. So it's just always little improvements, really. Obviously, everybody makes mistakes, and there's always ways to improve. Right, where's Cole? Let's see what's next on this training.
Isn't it Fibua?
Oh, I think we're going to do that later or in a minute. I don't... Let me ask him.
Leave this
Right, so pretty much, did you explain direct and shield, just flank?
Just flank.
Right, okay, cool. So do you understand? No, I don't really care about you guys. Do the recruits understand the flank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sweet. Now, direct assault is pretty much the same, apart from you do it, you don't flank. This is more used for like close or open area type assaults, because you only flank if there's like cover, so there's a woodland to the left and all that type of stuff. Like I chose Delta. Usually it's Charlie that moves to the flank, but if you saw where we were, Delta had this bank here. Charlie was right in the open, so I got Delta to do the flank. Do you understand where I came from there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Oh, thank fuck.
Hey!
Right, okay, so if everyone just gets into staggered file on me, Zulto, you can take point, just switch to point. Right, so Zulto, you're now Charlie, by the way.
Oh,
So, who's Charlie and who's Delta?
Right, so Zulto and me are Charlie. Sorry, Zulto, me and Daniel are Charlie. Peter and Lee, you are... No, shit. Zulto, me and Daniel are Charlie. Lee and Peter, you're Delta.
Oi.
Also,
Yep.
exactly the same route. Follow that road round.
Just seeing the LMG at the front just makes me angry.
Rifles do, we use the same fucking place.
Really?
Fine then!
You'll actually just do it because, yeah,
Break left here is
to
all
walk forever.
Yeah, otherwise the only other option is a big fucking run to that compound over there.
True.
No.
You're pointing on you.
Yeah.
You know what, I'm gonna fucking wait a bit. ESPETT, unless you are the peasantry.
Well.
Contact left! One section, baseline left!
Right, let's lay down a good fight.
Copy that.
Try to get those windows.
Where's the fire coming from?
Hello there! Right, one section in the compound to the front, 50 metres rapid, fire! Right, my intention is to provide a direct assault on that. Delta fire team provide current fire, Charlie fire team prepare to move, move!
Alright, let's lay down a good fight, let's go. Give it some rapid fire.
Charlie fire team provide current fire, Delta fire team prepare to move, move!
Let's go.
Magazine!
That was that.
You've just blown my fucking head off.
Daniel, you need to make sure that you don't shoot over.
Keep going, keep firing. It's right over there behind the bush.
Magazine.
Right, Daniel, wait, Delta, where are you? Wait,
What's that?
right, Charlie fire team, prepare to move, move! Delta fire team, prepare to move, move!
Go.
It's fine, just fire in the rough direction, it doesn't really matter in a minute.
That was that.
Charlie fire team, prepare to move, move!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bit of a leapfrog here.
I know.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna go straight to the compound.
Roger.
Magazine.
Right, Charlie fire team, pairs. So at this point,
Right, fine.
because there will be 4 in the fire team, not 3, what's going to happen is me and Daniel are going to take pair 1s, also your pair 2. Right, pair 2 provide cover and fire on that compound. Pair 1 prepare to move in and take it green. We'll go through. Right, move.
Rounds.
Delta fire team, check fire. Go through Fibula in a sec. Right. Pair 2, ceasefire. Right.
Maxine.
So yeah, we're taking this compound. Right, okay, so... Where the fuck is that? Right, one section, reorg, on me. 20 metres north of the target.
That way. That way. Right, cool. Lee, bit
Yep.
closer, mate.
Jesus.
Right, cool.
So yeah, that's pretty much a direct assault. We've taken that compound and we've reorged. Don't reorg on the position, cause can someone tell me why, Zalto?
IEDs.
Yeah, and IDF, so mortars. They can pre-flight position, so don't reorg.
They know where it is, so...
Yeah, pretty much. Right, that's a direct assault, so I'm just going to explain it. So basically you fire and manoeuvre up, and then one fire team is going to approach it, and then did you hear how I said pairs?
Yeah.
Basically, when you will be assigned pair 1 and pair 2. We can't really do it now because we don't have even numbers, but you'll be assigned pair 1 and pair 2. And basically, you will then start fire and manoeuvring in pairs instead of as a fire team. And then you obviously you would go in. Right, let's go through obstacle crossings while we're here. Right, so form file and axes. Your numbers.
My still point.
Right, do you know obstacle crossings, Auto? It's a new thing. I'll explain it to you as well.
Yeah, just explain.
Right, okay, so we're going to cover an
Obstacle crossing. Obstacle crossings.
Obstacle crossings are used to like cross roads and cross streams and all that type of shit, where we could get contacted. Right, so Zolto, just step off in this direction. Right, so we're patrolling along. Zolto finds a road, he takes a knee.
Road.
He's then going to say, yep, that or obstacle. At which point, the section commander would say, obstacle crossing. Now what would happen is Zolto would look either left or right.
Do that now. And
Taken right.
I would look the opposite between.
Leaving a gap in between us. Now what would happen is the next guys move, the next two move. I think that's just Daniel and Lee. And they would also they would cross the road fast, sprinting. And then they would look left and right. On the other side of the road. Be closer, Daniel. And now, we would say, so this is the crossing set, and now the rest of the team is going to run through in a file. And then once they're through, then we're going to move. So me and Zolta are going to kind of run inwards and in between here. And then, we're going to run back to the sun. Once we're past the next team, they're going to run back in and go to the get into their positions before we step off again. Right, does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Yep.
Wonderful. Right, let's cover Fibula now. Right, okay, everyone on me. Oh yeah, by the way, rally on me just means basically follow me.
Right, so me and Zolto are going to
Demonstrate breaching. So pretty much, if we're coming along here, we're going to stack up here. Right, so there's two ways of doing this part here. There's the marine way, which I've been taught, and there's the fucking normal, standard, boring way. Right, so pretty much, we've come up to this door.
If I'm point, I'm going to say doorway left, and that's going to be passed down the line.
Way left.
At which point, the second person, who is usually the section commander... Should I teach them
Marine way? I'm going to teach them marine way. Right, Zolto, you don't know this, but it's called a roll one, blow one. At which point, Zolto... Yeah, fucking laugh all you like, is what it's called. Right, so pretty much, Zolto would be the section commander in this situation. Because Zolto doesn't want to go in first, and this is only done if the doorway's open, okay? It would help if there's a fucking other way. But we're basically going to move around in a fucking arc, like this. And he's going to use me as protection. He's going to use my body armor as protection. Because he's the section commander, he's more important than me. Welcome to the British Army. And now,
there's me, the point man, the section commander's over here, and then the rest of the squad's over there. So now we can do a pronged manoeuvre into here. Now there's the standard British Army way, which is quite boring. Right, so now, does the British Army actually fucking value lives? What would happen is we wouldn't cross in a team, and you wouldn't use me as a shield. So that, basically, we would go in like this. If the doorway's closed, then Zolto would cross as normal. If it was open, then we would go in and we would fucking just take these positions from the same side. Right, so there's three ways to
wait, can you guys hear me without me speaking over the radio?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, I'm not going to be asked. Right, so there's three ways. There's green, yellow and red. Green is where you basically just go in, point your weapon somewhere, and don't shoot. Unless you can confirm an enemy, in which case, yeah, fucking kill them. The next way, actually, we'll demonstrate that now. So, Zolto, take it green.
Are we going to pretend there's enemy?
No. So, Zolto, take it green. Right.
Green.
So you're going to open it because you're on the side of the door. There we go.
Window front, door left.
Yep. So, now come out. So, do you see we kind of cleared up... Wait a sec. Right, okay, so pretty much, you just go in, you clear your corner, you get in the room. Now, there's another way of doing it, which is yellow. This is non-lethal. This is, no, sorry, you throw in a non-lethal round, and then you shoot in likely known locations. Do you know what, it's going to be better. Yeah, I'm going to
non-lethal shout nade.
I'm going to I'm going to go through grenade. So, red. So, red's the second most easy one, which is going to happen is, because, what's it called? So basically, I'm going to open the door, Zulto will throw in a grenade while shouting grenade, and then we will go in shooting in likely enemy locations, so corners where there's a desk and all that type of stuff. So Zulto, let's go and take it red. So,
Ready?
So cross here. Right, you ready? So, ready, go.
Nade.
Don't go in front of it because you fucking trap
Alright.
shit. Right, then we're going to go in, shoot likely locations.
Window front, door left.
Yeah, cool. Right, stand up. So do you guys see how we done that? We go in, we shoot in likely enemy locations, okay? Even if there's no enemy there, just shoot there. That's the fucking most fun. The next one is yellow. Where the fuck is Auto? Right, yellow is basically the same. You still shout grenade, apart from you either don't throw a grenade or you throw a non-lethal, like a flashbang, okay? Right, so if we take it, yellow's Auto. Right, you ready?
Ready.
2, go.
Nade.
Right, go in.
Window front, door left.
Yeah, cool. Right, so basically with yellow, it's just you do the same. It's basically to trick them, making them take cover, thinking that you've thrown a grenade in, but you haven't. Mind games. Right, so that's pretty much breaching. Do you guys have any questions on that?
No.
No. Right, actually, wait, no, I just forgot that something. So did you hear Zulto saying window from doorway left?
Yeah.
Call outs.
Right, so yeah, so basically you're gonna go in and you're gonna say room clear, door, and it's from the entrance point. So from the entrance point, window front. Aim in, okay? And then you're also gonna say if there's any KIA or if there's any friendlies down, okay? Yep, we all got that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a fucking spoonful of rice. Give me a sec. Right. So now you two are going to demonstrate that. Zulto and Cole,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a fun job if you take the mask off.
You're gonna give us enemies.
Yeah, they can act.
I'll drop some practice nades.
I've got practice nades.
They've already got some.
Lol, I do.
Well done.
Right, just wait out here for the minute, lads. Right,
I get some
so
practice
what
nades
you
also.
guys, Zulto, can you just give one of the recruits an extra practice nade, please?
It's on the floor.
Those are live.
Copy.
I know,
Those
from
aren't
my
mine.
inventory.
Don't take them, but I'll take them.
Right, okay, lads, so I just want you two to demonstrate me the different things. So, if Lee and Daniel... I want you the second guy, Daniel first.
Shoot.
Cole, can you just get out of the way, please? Okay, right. So I want you two to take it red first. So, obviously Lee's going to be the one throwing the grenade, as he's the second man.
Copy.
So, go on. So, go ahead.
Alright, crossing doorway.
Breaching.
Grenade.
That was fucking fluid, lads. Nice, nice. Wait for it to go off. Don't go in front, don't go in front. Go, go, go.
Window front, door left.
Yeah, right. Right, cool. Daniel.
Right, Daniel.
Jeez.
Was that bad?
No, it was fucking nice. Right, so just a few points. Once you've thrown the grenade, stay in place. Don't go in front of the door, because if that fucking grenade goes off while you're here, you're fucked. That's just fucking end X there. And the next thing, you go in, for both of you, if you just follow me, go in, clear your corner, and you go into your corner. Hold this corner. Do not move. Then what would happen is the next pair would come in, and they would clear this doorway left, okay?
Alright.
You just hold this room and you go room by room, okay?
I just got the adrenaline shot.
Yeah, it's
too
fine.
early.
So basically, you have to remember, the fucking corner is the safest part of the room. So you clear that corner and you hug that corner while clearing the rest of the room, okay?
Yeah.
Yep. Right, cool. If you guys take it yellow, please. switch around. So Daniel, can you be the second man?
You got practice nades?
He's yellow.
Let me see. Yeah, I got practice nades.
Alright.
It's yellow. You don't need them. Right. Go on then, lad. Take it yellow.
Alright, you ready to
But
cross?
Daniel, you're gonna want to
Yeah.
cross. So
Crossing.
can't cross. Nice. Keep your weapon up, because in case someone opens that door, you're gonna want to fucking dome them. Right. Go on then.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Breaching.
Grenade.
Move in.
Oh no. Don't throw anything in there. Unless it's a flashbang.
You said non-live grenades.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal, yeah. And I threw a smoke grenade.
Yeah, you don't.
No, because we need to be able to see.
Yeah, let's pretend like that was a flashbang.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Go front, door left.
Room clear.
Right, nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Apart from green, but green's pretty much the same apart from you don't shoot. So do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, Colin, ye on me. Colin, ye, Colin's auto, please.
Magazine.
On me.
Yeah, go on. Right. Poland's auto. Hide in this building. Oh wait, hang on.
Hang on. I forgot stairway.
Oh, stairways.
I don't want to give away your position. Right. Okay, recruits, come here.
Is it fair that they have a machine gun and we don't?
They're gonna give you a bit of a chance. Right.
Are we gonna kill them?
basically, Zolto, do you know how to clear stairs?
Which way?
It's basically go up the stairs.
Oh, I remember that.
Right, so what you want to do is the second man is going to look upwards. I'm going to also go around here, clear this bit, look up. Hang on, it's auto move that way a bit. It's a lot more fluid if I just fucking show it myself. So the first way of doing it is the way that I prefer. That's basically just go up, clear that, walk up, clear that, and then carry on. Okay? The second way of doing it is a back-to-back method, which I don't like. It's a lot easier in real life as well, because you're going to be nice and close. But basically, I'm going to clear here, while Zolto is behind me and clears the rear, okay? Like that.
Yep.
I don't like that in armor, and I don't like that in real life, because fucking I don't trust anyone. But basically, I don't like that in armor as well, because you're not actually that close. So now, if we just all come outside. Right, Harry.
Yeah,
Lads, oh god, he's here. Right, okay, so Cole and Zolto, basically give them about 2 seconds, and if they haven't seen you, actually give them about 1 second, 1.5 seconds, just deem it, give them a chance, basically, and then fucking dome them. Cool, go ahead. Right.
Yes, dome us with blanks.
No, blanks.
Jesus
Blanks,
Christ.
blanks.
Live round.
Right, so you guys ready? I'm basically just going to get you to clear this building, okay?
Copy.
Nice.
You guys set?
Just have another mouthful of my noodles.
The
Right.
windows look clear.
Right, yep. Cool.
Right, I want you two to take this room green.
Copy.
Remember to give me a call out, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm over here.
Alright. Stand by. You ready?
Yep.
Breaching.
Grenade.
No, that's yellow.
Clear left. Clear right. Doorway left.
That's-
Window front.
Oh yeah, green. You're not allowed to
Green,
shoot. Fuck.
don't
yeah,
shoot, don't
yep,
shout
yep,
grenade.
yep,
Cool.
yep.
Right, you two,
Okay.
I want you to take this. Take it red, but keep in mind, you can't cross it, because it's open.
Copy.
Don't laugh at me, bro.
It's chill. Hang on, get back in, take it red.
Alright, I've got the grenade ready.
You can get a bit closer, lads. You can get like right up to the fucking doorway. Don't give a shit. Gone. Right.
I just want to try and... Oh, god. Alright, get ready for this grenade. Nade.
Did you bounce out?
Breaching.
Go. Damn, shoot. Daniel. Your corner, don't expose yourself. Dalto! Cough. We can see you.
Windows windows are clear. Doorway to the right
Zolto,
side.
just say we can see you through the floor, mate. Right, cool. Right, I want you to take that stairway.
Back to back or oh yeah. Okay.
Just take it individually, and then clear the room at the top. That's what you do. But don't expose yourself to new rooms or new sections. Right, take it individually as you would normally.
Reaching.
Go. Nice. Go again. Go again. Go. Go. Go.
Door
Go. Go.
right. Windows front.
Right. Cool. Clear this bit here. Right. So you just hold that there. I would advise that
Door behind us.
you go to that corner there. Okay.
Copy.
Right. You'd say doorway front, open hallway left, basically. That's kind of a hallway. Right. I want you two. I'm going to throw a bit of spanners in the work. I want you two to clear this section.
If we did the whole course, it would be like.
Clear this section red. Okay.
Red.
Yeah.
Have you got any grenades left?
Yeah, got one.
Alright, I've got one as well. Just making sure.
Right. Daniel, you need to get up onto that corner. Back up. You want to get nice and close.
Do you want me to chuck the grenade? Because I can bounce it off this back wall.
The person that was with Jack
The second man does.
Yeah.
Oh, you're behind me now, alright.
that goes into it.
Right, Daniel, go on.
It's finicky the first time, but once you get it, it's
I'm crossing.
muscle memory.
Copy.
And like,
Grenade.
you have to bear in mind that as time passes.
Nice one. Get behind that wall. Hug that wall. Hug that wall.
Go.
Go. Go. Go.
Reaching.
Go.
Why?
Fucking ears. Right, nice. Get down. Get down.
Target
You're dead,
down.
You're dead. Lay down. 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 Cool.
Target
Taking his
down.
weapon from him.
Muslim.
I'm not gonna lie,
9-year-old.
Daniel. I saw you quite early. You
Yeah.
sort of popped
Right,
out
so
and went
basically-
back in. Could have just been armor though.
Lay down.
Yeah, pretty much it was, because that's how we could see you through the floor and
Yeah.
all that type of shit.
I mean, what
But
I
make
would have
Oh
done,
no, I was doing that on purpose
what I would have done
Yeah.
is I would have been leaning
because I
around
wanted
this.
screenshots.
Make sure that you don't poke. Also, make sure that you don't poke your weapon around the corner prematurely. Okay.
Oh yeah, I
'Cause
saw
they'll
him.
see the tip.
Yeah, I saw him too like this, but I thought he would
Right.
get back.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I was.
Yeah.
'Cause I got
yeah.
done, yeah.
Right. Okay. Take this second room. Green.
Green. Okay. Second or first?
Right, go on. Take it green.
Alright, stand by.
Crossing.
Get your weapon up. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep your weapon up. Nice. Nice.
Breaching.
And then get down.
Oh,
Right.
Go.
Strip his
Right,
weapon.
everyone
take
out.
his radio.
Everyone out. Debrief.
Oh, I'll take his mask as a souvenir.
no. Where was Zolto? How could you see Zolto through the floor?
Oh, he was poking, his gun was
Yeah,
poking through the banister.
I did that on purpose for the screenshots. It's quite funny.
Oh yeah, on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel, come out here, please.
I'm out.
Oh shit. Hello. Right.
Hey.
So basically, for the recruits, yeah, that was good. Points to improve on spatial awareness. Make sure that you don't cross each other's arcs, because I did see, I don't know
Yeah,
who it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
but when they were going to assault Cole, and someone shot, the other person walked right in front of them. Make sure that you fucking don't cross each other's arcs, and make sure that even if the other guy's shooting, you clear your corner. There could be more guys there, okay?
Yep.
Don't. You want to channel all your aggression into this, but don't channel it so far that you just get too hyped up, you get what I mean? Right. We're going to patrol back to the base, and then we're going to get kitted up with lives, and we're going on a exercise.
Yeah, one thing we missed, get into a herringbone on my axis. Do you know what that is? Right, so a herringbone is basically, you're going to get into your number order and you're going to face, look left, right, okay? Right. Get not,
I'm
right,
on
so
point.
Zolto's point, Cole, can you take rear, please?
Right, so basically,
Daniel, you want to get right close to me and look that way? Yeah, cool. Get a bit closer. I know you fucking don't like me, but get a bit closer. Same for you, Lee. Get a bit closer and look like as far left 90 degrees. Cool. And do you see how we are now? This is a herringbone. I usually use this to step off from because it's nice and close and it's easy to get into formation. But yeah,